Hi, I'm Mike Fenton, and this is Inside Casting. I tell this story. A number of years ago, I worked for a young man. I guess we were all young in those days. I tell the story of being in a meeting with a director. Some of you may have heard of him. His name is Steven Spielberg. And I was casting a film at the time called E.T., and he had a director working for him, and they were casting another film, and I was not involved in that film. And as I'm leaving the meeting, it was just Steven and I. Steven turns to me, he says, Mike, he said, we have a huge problem on one of our pictures. Perhaps you can help me. I said, well, what's your problem, Steven? And he says, we need 28 to 32-year-old leading man. And our preference would be that he should be fair-haired and blue-eyed. I said, well, Steven, you know, they grow on trees out here. I just come up with one in a second for you. I said, are you kidding me? I said, that's what everybody wants. And he says, well, think about it. So the next morning, I'm out with my cronies running, and one of the fellows I'm running with is an agent at William Morris. And I tell him what my problem, what Steven's problem is, and he says, I've got him. I said, Peter, wait a minute. You have this young star? Of course I have him. He says, I'll send you a reel. So it was a short run. I don't know, I think we did 5 or 6 miles that morning and go home and shower. And my wife made breakfast, and I went to the office, and I'm at the office at 9 o'clock, and my assistant says, a tape just arrived from William Morris. And so I put this tape in the VCR, and very interesting tape. Shot in San Francisco, and guess what? It's a commercial. It's a 1-minute commercial. And I look at this commercial, and there's a young man on a bicycle with a dog, and he's coming around a corner and down a hill toward camera. And he gets off his bike, and he walks into an office building, and he walks to his desk, and there's an Apple computer on his desk. He turns the Apple computer on, and at that exact instant, the telephone rings. He picks up the telephone and he says, hello, yes, honey, wait just a second. And the camera comes around to where the monitor would be, and his full face on him. And he gets this big smile on his face. And he says, this Apple computer is amazing. It has already solved my problem. He picks up the telephone and he says, yes, honey, the computer did it, and I'm about ready to come home. You want me to stop at the market? Bread, milk, and eggs. Okay. Love you. Gets up, exits. Kevin Costner. Now, why do I tell that story? Because there are some agents who say, don't do a soap opera. Oh, a soap opera is beneath you. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no legitimate work that is beneath you. And work begets work. And if you can do a 30-second commercial that somebody sees, or that you can put on your reel, you're on your way. So how long should this magic reel be? Well, it shouldn't exceed 6 minutes. But if you're just starting, what if you only have a 30-second commercial? What if you have 2 30-second commercials? What if you have a snippet from Friends or from Sex and the City? Use them. Create your reel. That reel, now known as a DVD, should be printed. You need probably 20 or 30 copies of it. And what you have to do is you take your one black and white 8x10 and your one color 8x10. You put those together with your resume, and by the way, I'm a firm believer, don't lie on your resume, because it can butt you. I mean, it can bite you. It could bite you. It could butt you. No, it could bite you in your rear end. You don't want to lie on a resume. So take your resume, take your photographs, take your DVD, and ship them to 20 or 25 agents with a very nice letter. And of course, your letter has to extol the virtues of the agency. And it's always sent to the head man. You send it to Jeff Berg at ICM. Dear Mr. Berg, you probably don't know about me, but but I'm an actor living in Los Angeles, and I have enclosed for your perusal my picture, my resume, and my DVD. Please take a look and allow me to come in and meet your agents.